You know what I see as the problem right now is there's just way too much ranting across the aisle and not enough listening. And I work on Amtrak, and I've seen and heard a lot of different stories over the years riding the trains. And there's a story about a guy who was riding the train, and a row in front of him on the other side of the aisle was a woman with two little kids, and these kids were real rambunctious, and they were climbing all over things and making all kinds of noise. And the whole time she's just looking out the window. And as the trip progresses on and hours go by, he just gets madder and madder and madder, and finally he just can't take it any longer, and he yells across the aisle, "Lady, would you please do something about those kids? I can't even hear myself think." And she kind of snaps out of a trance, and she looks over at him, and she looks back at the kids and looks back over at him, and she says, "I am really sorry. You're right. I haven't been watching these kids and haven't been taking care of the kids. And, I'm not even supposed to be on the train. We were in a terrible accident, and we were driving across country, going to a family reunion, and my husband was killed in the accident. And for the rest of the trip, everything changed. He started helping her with the kids, and he had noticed that her arm was in a sling and that there was some faint bruising still left on her cheek, and they got to talking much more, and actually became friends. And I think this really illustrates the problem in Congress. There's just too much hollering across the aisle and not enough listening. And once I get back to Washington, D.C., I'm going to make sure that I listen to all sides of all the issues. And that's the only way that we're going to be able to reach those principled compromises that will move this country forward.